Good morning and happy Wednesday. So last night I went out with my friends to Halloween Horror Nights. It was amazing. I had so much fun. We did everything. One of my friends had to get a single night ticket. It was $90 and express for single night, which was $220, just as like in case anybody was wondering how much like Horror Nights single night tickets are, because we always do the like frequent fear passes. So I'm never up to date on like the single night tickets, which I know a lot of you guys, when you go, you do get a single night ticket. So I would say, although Express was very expensive, and I feel like the single night ticket was pretty reasonable, like all things considered, it was worth it because it was like a random Tuesday, and I didn't film, so I can't really show you anything that I did, but I did. Delicious. What's delicious? Yeah. It is.
No, it's green.
Yeah, it is green.
But it's this.
Oh, what is it? Can you see?
It's green that has a lot of things in it.
Oh, it has turkey in it. So yummy. So Oliver did actually show you his lunch. I'll put that in here so you can see what he's having for lunch.
I have my peanut butter sandwich.
You do? How is it?
I ate some of Daddy's lunch.
Oh, like Daddy's lunch?
Did you like this better?
Yes.
Do you want this instead?
Yeah.
You gonna have two lunches? Oh, you trading with Daddy? Yum. What do you think? Is it good?
Good.
Are you sure?
That's a spinach wrap with just turkey on it. That's it. He's like, this is my favorite.
He's got some cut up grapes and some veggie puffs. So there's his lunch. I know a lot of you guys loved when he showed you his dinner, which was so cute. He goes, and this is my bowl. But yeah, so Horror Nights was a lot of fun. We went through every single house. The wait times it was like a random Tuesday. Normally, Horror Nights is not open on Tuesday. So this was like a random Tuesday that they were open. So I was like either thinking they'd be very not busy or very busy because it was like a weird day that they were open. It was like in the middle. It was fairly busy, but the wait times, it was like 90 minutes, 100 minutes. I think the longest wait time that we saw was Five Nights at Freddy's at 100 minutes. And we didn't wait at all. We walked up, we went through Express for every single house, and we walked straight to the front of the house for every single house. I think we waited maybe 2 minutes to get into Five Nights at Freddy's. I was shocked. I couldn't believe how short the Express lines were, because normally you would wait half of the posted standby time. We waited nothing. We waited 0 minutes for a lot of the houses. So it was so much fun. The only thing we didn't do is we didn't watch Nightmare Fuel. But that was okay because we had already seen it. But we did everything else and it was amazing. I had the walking taco, the birria walking taco. It was very good. We had the big cheese stick. We all split it. It was huge. And then we had the fried pickles. We all split those. It was awesome. It was an awesome night all around. I had so much fun. I even had a frozen Coke. Amazing. So yeah, I had a great night. But Tim let me sleep in, and then you guys went to swim.
They're cold in here.
The turkey's cold.
They're called cold cuts.
Oliver, how was swim class?
Good.
It was good. What did you learn today?
I learned.
Did you do a back float?
Yes.
You did.
Did you do it all on your own?
Are you watching yourself chew your sandwich? But yeah, he had a lot of fun. He loved swim class. He had so much fun that he was trying to jump in when it was not his turn. So they had to have another lifeguard come over and sit with him so he didn't jump in when it wasn't his turn. He loves the water. So yeah, swim class is going great.
But this is my lunch all the time. And Daddy's lunch.
If you guys didn't catch all that, he said, this is my lunch all the time, and this is actually Daddy's that he gave to me, and I've been eating it.
You have been eating it.
Half of that was with it in his mouth.
You did great.
Are you all done with it? Okay, I'll finish it off, okay?
So another thing that we're going to do today is we're actually going to go to Food and Wine Festival today. We haven't done it at all this season, this year. It's now Oliver's nap time, so you're going to go up and take a little nap with Bun Bun? What do you think? Yeah. And then while he's napping, we're going to do a live show. And then later, we're going to go to the Food and Wine Festival. I keep wanting to call it Flower and Garden.
Oh, yeah, that's for
springtime.
springtime.
It's not Flower and Garden.
This is for fall.
Yes, but I keep mixing them up. So we're going to go do that. And then I did hear last night, I went with one of my friends, and she said there's an Italian sandwich where like the bee booth usually is for Flower and Garden. And she said it's like a really good thing. So I want to try that for sure.
Okay.
And lots of other things. But yeah, so this little buddy.
I have a whole list of things in my phone.
Look at that little buddy.
Me?
Yeah. And look at this little buddy.
Who is that?
You're so cute. All right, so while Tim is putting him to sleep, I'm going to grab some lunch. I'm going to eat some lunch really quick because Tim already ate lunch. So I'm going to eat my lunch. But I wanted to show you, I got another package from La Roche-Posay. And I am actually really loving their stuff. I've been using their matte moisturizer, the face wash they sent me. They sent me another one of these, but it's like this thermal spring water spray. I don't know what it's for, but I love it. I use it all the time. I've been using it to set my makeup. I'm sure that's not what you're supposed to use it for, but I do like a pretty minimal makeup. I do like a tinted moisturizer, and then I just kind of set it with like a little loose powder, and then I spray this on top, and I like kind of do it again with my, what do you call that? Beauty blender, like the sponge thing. And I find that this really like keeps it in place. I'm sure that's not what it's for, but that's what I use it for. But I'll show you the stuff they sent me. They sent me a lot of sunscreens this time. And I do really like the sunscreen they sent last time. So excited. And we have a cruise coming up soon. So very excited to be having all this new fun sunscreen to try on the cruise. So yay. But I'm going to eat my lunch really quick. I'm actually going to eat the leftover of the noodles I made in the last home vlog. And then, which those are so easy to make and it does heat up really well. So I'm going to eat that really fast. And then we're going to do our live show. And we haven't seen you guys in a live show in, I don't know how long. The last time we tried to do a live show, our computer just completely like did not work. So we had to get a new computer. So we're going to use our new computer. And so fingers crossed, it works and it looks good. So, okay, I'll be back in a second. So while I'm heating up my noodles, I also wanted to mention I've been reading all of your comments from our last home vlog where Tim got the jury summons, like the jury duty summons. And I was asking you guys about like if you had jury duty and what was your experience. And so many of you guys have had jury duty and have had like wild experiences with it. And I am really glad that Tim didn't get picked because I know a lot of you guys said that you were like multiple days on jury duty. His case was like a one-day thing. But yeah, I just didn't think that so many of you guys would have been selected for jury duty, but you have been, you were. So it was very interesting to read all of your comments. And I just also want to say thank you for leaving the comments because I do love reading them. I read every single comment. So I appreciate that you guys, oh, my pasta's done. But I appreciate that you guys like comment. So thank you. And here is my pasta. I don't know if it's all the way heated up, but I think I'm just going to eat it anyway. But yeah, this is an easy one to just reheat. So love that. Okay, so it is a little bit later. It's, we didn't do our live show. Oliver did not go to sleep right away. So we're in this phase of he wants to be held when he's going down for his nap for a while, which is fine. Like I don't mind holding him for him to go to sleep. But for a while you could just put him right in his crib and he would like, you know, like sing to himself or talk for like 5 or 10 minutes and then he would go to sleep and like put himself to sleep. But he is not doing that at this current time. So I've been trying to put him in his crib and let him kind of put himself to sleep and then he'll sing and he'll sing and he'll yell and he'll like, the other day he was like, mommy, on Mario Kart, he would like, cause he knows that I can hear him in the monitor. And so he would like look up at the monitor and talk to me through the monitor and say, mommy, on Mario Kart, Bowser does he would like tell me a story through the monitor. So we've been going up there and trying to let him put himself to sleep. And then if he doesn't do it in like 15 or 20 minutes, we go up and we'll hold him until he falls asleep in the chair with us. And then he'll like, you know, have his regular nap. It's also very dark outside right now and I'm kind of nervous because we're going to go to Epcot and it's like, let me show you. So because he didn't go to sleep right away, we missed our window to have our live show. So I'm very sorry. We're going to, if we can, we're going to try to do it at Epcot, do a little quick live show at Epcot. I guess you'll know later if we did that. But can you see how dark it is? It is dark outside. So it's definitely, I think, gonna rain. There is a big gray cloud over us. But honestly, last night when we were at Horror Nights, it rained. So Tim told me, oh, you don't need to bring an umbrella. I shouldn't have listened to him. He said, you don't need to bring an umbrella. Ellie, you'll be fine. There's no rain on the radar. There's literally nothing on the radar. We get there and immediately it's pouring. So hopefully it's not pouring tonight. But even if it does, we still had a really great time at Horror Nights. It was the kind of rain where you're not completely drenched. Like, you know, our hair was very wet and stuff, but my shoes never got wet, which is good because I think the most miserable like part of a theme park day, of a rainy theme park day, is when your shoes are wet. That is the worst. And my shoes didn't get wet, so I was okay. Hopefully it's the same kind of weather tonight where if it does rain, it's just like a little light rain and no wet shoes. So fingers crossed for me, no wet shoes. But now I'm going to go get ready. Tim went to get Jackson from school. I'm going to go get ready so we can leave right kind of after they get back. My sister's here tonight. We're going to have dinner and maybe like do a little movie night before bed. And then she's going to put him to sleep, which has been great. So I'm going to go get ready and then we're going to go to Epcot. I'll see you in a minute. All right, good morning. Happy Thursday. I think it's the next day or a couple days later. But so Tim left this morning for his trip. He got invited to go to the Horror Unleashed in Vegas, the new like Halloween Horror Nights thing in Vegas. He's right now probably getting off the plane, but he's headed to Vegas to check that out. I'm so bummed I couldn't go with him. I've never been to Vegas. He's never been to Vegas. So it would have been really cool to go together, but it just didn't work out with like school schedules and stuff. So I'm really excited to see what he sends over. He's going to send over the clips so I can start editing them, but he's going to have like a full on Horror Nights like weekend. So he's doing the Horror Unleashed and then he's going to Horror Nights in Hollywood and then he's coming back here to do Horror Nights in Orlando the day that he flies in. So it's going to be like, I think he wants to kind of like compare all three and see what he thinks is like the best event. So that's what he's doing. Oliver and my sister went to PetSmart to go look at the kitties, and which is something I wanted to mention because the last time that we did that, some people were kind of confused or concerned about PetSmart selling animals, and the cats specifically are rescues. So they have them there. You can foster them, you can rescue them, but they are not, it's not like a pet store. Does that make sense? It's like a rescue that they work with, that PetSmart houses them so that you can adopt from PetSmart. So I just wanted to like clarify that because some people were like, whoa, what the heck? And I was like, well, no, it's not like a pet store. So it is a pet store, but not like a pet store. I don't know. Hopefully that makes sense. But he loves to go see the kitties and he also loves to see the birds. So she sent me some photos and videos of him looking at the birds and he's like, the birds are so cute. So I just love it. I love how much he loves animals. So they're on their way back now. They're going to do some lunch. I'm editing our food and wine. We did like a little mini food and wine video. I'm editing that right now. And then I'm just going to kind of hang out with you guys tonight. It'll be sort of just like a low-key home vlog, this one. But I needed to kind of stick around at home because there's a lot that I have to do while Tim's gone. And a lot of editing I'm going to have to do. So we're just going to hang out here together. Okay, it's much later. And I forgot to mention I'm editing the beginning part of this video that you just watched where I said we're going to have a live show. We didn't have the live show. We needed to get out to Epcot to go to the Food and Wine Festival, which that video did go up. So hopefully you watched it. If not, I will link it down below. But so we couldn't have the live show while he was asleep because he didn't nap. So that kind of threw a wrench in those plans. So we did miss a day, and then we were going to do a live show from Epcot just while we were walking around, but it was raining. And so that kind of also cut our night a little bit short. So we didn't do a live show from Epcot. So yeah, so I hope to do one when Tim gets back. He'll be back tomorrow and we can do a live show for you guys. Finally, I want to like hang out and chat with you guys. So we'll do that really soon. But yeah, we didn't do it the other day. Also, Oliver didn't nap today. There's just some days that he just doesn't nap. Some days he'll have like 4-hour naps. And then other days he won't. Like he had swim, he had gymnastics class. They went to go see the kitties at PetSmart. So it was like a physically stimulating day, but also a mentally stimulating day. And I feel like he should have napped and he just didn't. So I don't know. I don't know what the like formula for napping is, you know? But yeah, so now another thing that happened is our garage door. I don't know if you can actually hear it in this video, but it has been beeping every 30 seconds for the last like 6 hours. And I had Tim on FaceTime trying to figure out like what's going on. I think the battery is dying, like in the actual thing that's like up in the ceiling, and I can't change it. I don't know how to change it. Tim's like, I'll change it tomorrow when I get home. But yeah, I don't I don't know if you can hear it, but it's very like maddening. Like hearing a beep every 30 seconds is like torture. So I'm going to go upstairs so I don't have to listen to it, and I'm going to fold some laundry. I also wanted to mention though, like I said, we did go to the Food and Wine Festival, and we got some comments that were like, wow, you guys me specifically, were overly critical in this video. And it's something that I find really interesting because sometimes you'll get comments that are like, you're so, like you're too positive. Like everything can't always be like, perfect. And no, everything isn't perfect, especially at the theme parks. But in this video, the food quality was not great. And I thought that was interesting. I shouldn't say it wasn't all great. Some things were really good, but even the things that were good had been sitting. So I still had to kind of say, this had been sitting for a while. It was very obviously sitting for a while, but the flavor was great. So I imagine a fresh one would be even better. But yeah, the food quality was a little bit just like not there during this trip to Epcot. And I found it to be really interesting because normally we go on the first day, and we didn't go on the first day because we were at Horror Nights and D23. So we had to pick two things. We couldn't do all three. We had to pick two. And so we figured, okay, we'll definitely be able to make it back to Food and Wine. So we'll do that on a different day. So I found that interesting that on the first day, usually the quality is great because it's the first day. And I think they expect everybody to be there, all the bloggers and vloggers and Instagrammers and, just regular guests. Like it's a very popular day for the event. And I found that like things had definitely been sitting for a long time. Things that should have been hot were served cold. Like my paella was cold, which I found to be like unappetizing because it was like a cold rice and seafood dish. And I was like, okay. And we didn't we ate it right away. It's not like we stopped and like took a million pictures and, then waited 10 minutes and then ate it. We ate everything right away. So I don't know. I found that to be really interesting, and it made me wonder. Oh, and then we got comments that were like, wow, you were really critical, but I was critical because it deserved criticism. And so I find it to be really interesting. I don't know if there are other, if any of you guys are vloggers as well, but do you find that people get upset when you're critical, even if it's warranted? I understand that people want happy, positive videos, but I also don't want to lie and say that something is good when it isn't, or say that the quality of something is good when it isn't. And we're pretty I don't know, we're honest in our reviews. And so I'm not going to not give an honest review. And people were kind of mad about it, but I don't know. So I'm curious if any of you guys out there are vloggers or bloggers, and if you also get that feedback, if you have a negative take, do people get more upset about that? I don't know. But also, have you gone to the events? Have you seen a positive review of somebody that went the first day of an event, of a food festival, and then gone later and had a different experience? I'd be curious about that too, because I do think that because we weren't there on the first day, I think our experience was different. And so it wasn't the best quality. I don't know. It was something that I wanted to mention because it kind of bugs me when people dislike a truthful review because it's not positive. Does that make sense? I don't know. I'm never going to lie and tell you that something's good when it isn't. I will try it again, and see if was it a one-time thing? But I don't know, something that was kind of I wanted to ask you guys. So yeah, there you go. Let me know. I'd like to read your comments. So, but I am going to go upstairs and fold some laundry and get the kids' stuff ready for tomorrow, for school and for activities that Oliver's doing. And then I think I am actually going to go to lunch tomorrow with one of my other mom friends. And that'll be exciting because I haven't gone out to lunch with this friend in a while. I haven't seen her in a while. So that should be a lot of fun, but I'm gonna continue this tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning, but definitely leave comments. I'd like to hear your thoughts on like the festival and, you know, like I would love to hear your thoughts. So, but I'll see you in the morning. All right, it's the next morning. I got like 3 hours of sleep. I went to bed pretty early. Like I started going to bed pretty early, but it's hard for me to sleep when Tim's not here. I'm sure that, you know, I'm not alone in that. A lot of people probably have, you know, the same issue, like when their partner isn't with them. But yeah, so I barely got any sleep. So I'm just having breakfast really quick. And then Oliver had so much fun yesterday at PetSmart. Sorry, I don't mean to keep walking you around, but Oliver had so much fun yesterday at PetSmart that they went back today because they didn't have a very long trip there yesterday. So just cooking up some English muffins and some scrambled eggs. And then in about 3 hours or so, I'm going to go have lunch with a friend. So I just wanted to have like a little breakfast. This actually isn't a little breakfast, so I might just have a little lunch. But yeah, so I didn't get a lot of sleep, which is a bummer, but I did download the clips though. Tim sent over the clips that he did yesterday. So I'm going to start editing that. And it looks like fun. He went to the Horror Unleashed thing in Vegas. It looks like a lot of fun. He saw Shannon Storm's Bador there, which is wild. I don't know why she was there. She also did not have any shoes on, which is also wild. But I also watched the Real Housewives of OC, the episode from last night. I watched it last night, and then he told me that she was there after I watched it, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty wild. But I didn't hear anything else. I don't know how the interaction went other than she was there. So, pretty nuts. I wish I had gotten to meet her. But yeah, I'm gonna eat my breakfast really quick and then catch up for my eggs. I'll see you in a second. All right, so I just got back from having lunch with my friend. It was delicious. We had mussels and French fries and beet salad, and we split all of this, and we split a Wagyu French dip. And it was too much food, but it was all very good. We just went to the Wave, the hotel that we stayed at. Do you guys remember? I think it was last year, but I'll link that video down below. It was very cool. It's a very cool place and the food is delicious. And our favorite restaurant is inside of the Wave Hotel. It's called Nami. It's like this very delicious, like Japanese style restaurant. So that was a lot of fun. And then we ran into one of the other moms. So that was funny. Oliver's napping and it's almost time to get Jackson from school. But today was a good day. I got some work done. I didn't sleep at all last night, so I had to have some tea at lunch and it woke me up a little bit, but I need like coffee or something. I really tonight have to sleep. I got like 0 sleep last night. I don't know if I actually mentioned that in this video, but I got 3 hours of sleep and that's not a lot. So hopefully tonight I'll sleep a little bit better, but Tim will be back, so I'm sure I will sleep a lot better. So yeah, that was it. I'm sorry this wasn't like a super exciting video. I just couldn't really go out and do anything because I had to kind of stick around the house, but another exciting thing that happened, I will tell you this. We got the new phones. So, well, actually, I got the new phone and Tim also ordered a new phone because we pay for that plan where you like get the new phone, you like pay for the phone in advance type of thing. So mine came and I got it and I'm so excited. I got the new orange iPhone 17. There it is. They haven't had an orange phone yet. Orange is my favorite color. So excited to get that. Tim also ordered the phone, but they came separately. So mine came by FedEx and his came by UPS, but his isn't here yet. But it is going to come today. So he also got a new phone. So I'm excited to like use my new orange phone. I'll have to find a case that will like show the color though. So anyway, that's exciting. So I think that I'm going to end it here. And then tomorrow is going to start all of Tim's trip videos. So going to Horror Unleashed, and then he goes to Universal and Halloween Horror Nights over in Hollywood. And then he's also going to do Horror Nights. When he gets off the plane, he's going to drive straight over to Universal and do Horror Nights here again. You'll get to see all of that fun stuff. Hopefully you've been following along on Instagram. I know that some of that content has gone up on Instagram, but it seems very cool. But yeah, so I think we're going to end it here. But thank you guys for hanging out at home with me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. And why can't I remember it? And with that being said, we're off. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.